I'm happy that they're here. I hope there's sound coming through now, though.
Oh, let me check.
Oh yeah, there definitely is. I'm seeing it. All right, everybody, welcome back
Test.
to the Tester or Later podcast. I'm your host. Hey, Eric, you want to sit back a little bit from your camera?
Eric,
I don't know what happened, man. Like,
unzoom.
it's like in the same
Yeah.
position as it's always been. Like,
Can you zoom out?
No, he's like going side to side. No. Yeah, go that way. The way you've been going.
I just gotta manually do it.
It's funny because I'm watching on here, and then I'm also seeing the delay on the stream.
So you're like,
Yeah.
All
right. So back from our 6-week hiatus, part 2 or whatever. Everything's working now though, so fuck it. I feel good. You know what? Those 6 weeks, it was worth it. Those 6 weeks plus 1.
They recharged you, man.
I mean,
We're
they do recharge you.
They didn't recharge me. I was overcharged.
I mean, we forgot some shit. You know, we forgot to check audio levels. We forgot to check if the stream was
I
on.
didn't turn on my computer for like 3 weeks. Everything was updating.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. Damn.
Yeah.
Why she tell me to?
We got a
calm
new
down?
audio system now.
We do. So if my voice sounds bad, it's because of my audio interface. But now we can support up to 8 people at once.
I feel like you sound more like yourself than you ever have before.
Wow. Way to just shit talk my other audio interface, I guess.
I thought it sounded the same, James, but
Yeah, Eric told me 70 times, dude, you sound the same.
Nothing's changed.
Nothing.
Nothing
Yeah, that's
has
what he said.
changed.
And I was like, oh, so I spent $200 for nothing? He's like, yeah, you did.
I said, hey, if I said that to you, then I gotta say it to me. So I'm not gonna say it.
You know they said, man, you said it, not me.
Yeah, well, this week, episode 84, we're following Nicolas Cage on his hunt to find a pig in the movie Pig.
The 2021 classic.
Is it a classic? I didn't hear anybody talking about this movie. That is
You know,
about. Go ahead.
Go ahead, James.
So I knew about it. Obviously, I'm the one that brought it up.
Right.
But I only wanted to watch it because it was Nicolas Cage. I didn't know it had critical acclaim.
Dude.
I didn't know anything.
But like, we'll get there.
I will be
Living
honest.
Alone, go ahead.
I thought it was the other Nicolas Cage movie.
That's coming out this year.
It's called Mandy or some shit.
Oh, dude, we'll get to that too.
But yeah, go ahead.
I'm thinking we should do a Nicolas Cage month.
Are we back?
Like, we're back. I still have never seen that scene. I'm kind of mad we didn't watch it last week after we talked about the.
We're back, Mortimer.
We just need to film a reaction to that scene.
Yeah. But this movie is all about living alone in the Oregon wilderness. A truffle hunter returns to Portland to find the person who stole his beloved pig.
Real quick,
Go ahead.
I just want to show I had clean. But the chase of Reptar is purple.
Is purple, right?
Yeah, but the shirt is green.
Yeah.
So it turned it purple, and I just love it, and I didn't realize that.
I saw it when we were debating earlier. I was like, "Oh, his Reptar is white. That's cool." So a little background information on Pig. Directed, screenplay, and story by Michael Saranowski, with also story by Vanessa Block. Produced by a literal fuck ton of people. Vanessa Block, Dimitri Singo, Joseph Restaino, Nicolas Cage, Steve Tisch, David Carico, Adam Paulson, Thomas Banksy. How are you guys? We're good.
Bensky.
Good.
I'm not good. My eye is like
Never
running.
mind. James is falling apart. Starring Nicolas Cage and Alex Wolff. Those are the only two that really matter to me.
So real quick, this is this director's first movie.
No wonder he doesn't have a wiki, dude.
Yeah, it's just So I had saw something when I was Googling him. He might be doing A Quiet Place 3, but like there's so little information on him that I don't know if that's true or not.
Why would
Brzezinski not do it?
Yeah.
That's what kind of confused me.
Because that doesn't
But,
make
like-
any sense to me.
But there's so little information on him. Like there's a few projects that are like I don't know if he's like linked to it, but like because he's done some TV before. But like this is his directorial debut.
I mean, there's 4 articles here that say he might be doing A Quiet Place Part 3.
Okay.
Really? Wow.
One's from Deadline, one's from Variety, one's from Gizmodo, and one's from Hollywood Reporter. So
I mean, those are legit.
yeah.
Yeah, those are all reputable ass sources.
Yeah.
Cinematography by Patrick Scola, edited by Brett W. Bachman, music by Alexis Graspes and Philip Klein. What the fuck? Production
Mr.
companies
Clean.
by AI Film, Endeavor Content, Pulse Films, Black Box Entertainment, Valparaiso Pictures, and Saturn Films. Distributed by Neon. I've never heard of that company before. They did
I think I
Ingrid
saw-
Goes West and I, Tanya. And Three
Those are
Identical
both
Strangers.
fantastic movies.
All 3 of them. That Three Identical Strangers is supposed to be a pretty good documentary.
Ingrid Goes West is on Hulu, and
All-
so is High
All
Tanya.
3
actually.
of them are. I think they only produce movies for Hulu.
Wow.
They did Parasite. Yeah.
They did Parasite?
Yeah, that's how I know him. I was like, I've seen this before, yeah.
The
Parasite.
Man.
Parasite?
Banger after banger. Like, I think all those movies have like a 90% on Rotten Tomatoes.
And
now.
Honeyland? I don't know what that movie is. It's a
was thinking you were
Macedonian. It's a Macedonian documentary film.
I like docs.
Yeah. All right. With a release date of July 16, 2021 and a runtime of 92 minutes, do we have any box office?
Clean 92 minutes, dude.
Yeah.
Did
it
this
is
even go to
clean.
theaters?
I don't think so.
Shit.
I mean, it had to have. It brought in
It had like a
$3.8
limited
million.
release, maybe, right? But
Big
like, I
box
didn't. I heard about this movie, and I just assumed it was like a Hulu original.
Pig had a theatrical release in the United States on July 16th.
Yep, so it made 3.1 million domestically, 500 or basically 600,000 internationally. So $3.7 million in the box office. But like this movie probably costs $40.
Yeah, I wonder what the budget is on it. You guys see it anywhere or no?
No, it doesn't say.
No,
where
I
I'm
don't.
reading it.
Not in the wiki
But like,
or nothing.
oh, they had to build a fucking cabin. Cool.
They probably used some dude's cabin,
I mean, they
man.
rented like a hunting shack
No.
for a guy.
Are you kidding? Why would they do that? They could just build it.
Nah, that shit was already out there, dude. They're just like, hey, can we use this shit real quick?
I mean,
Hey,
they're like,
Ron?
we need one day. We'll give you $100, and the guy was probably like, well, shit, I ain't hunting until next week.
You got a case of beer while I'm at it?
Yeah, sure, 2 in the back.
Shit, you want some of these truffles?
It's a mystery thriller and a drama. I don't think it's mystery
That's-
or a thriller.
yeah,
It
what
is
the
just a
fuck?
drama.
So, like, when I had seen it and I looked
Who
it up, I
says
seen it
that?
as a thriller.
Rotten
Like,
Tomatoes.
everything I see about it says it's a thriller, and I was like watching it, and I was like, is he gonna kill? Like,
I
what is?
honestly thought it was gonna be a John Wick situation.
If it went to that though, the movie would have been so much worse.
So
it would've
I guess
been
the trailer
bad.
the trailer makes you think that it's like is gonna have more like action sequences. I've never seen the
I'll
trailer.
check the cinema score. Go ahead.
But like, so when the fighting, the underground scene happens or whatever, I 100% thought this movie was going like that route.
Oh, really?
The John Wick route.
Yeah, and it didn't. Like, I mean, I like the society they have like set up underneath, which I thought was interesting.
I hated it.
Really?
It didn't make any sense.
I thought it was random.
Yeah, like you just literally did that just to do it.
He saw John Wick and he was like,
Yeah.
let me do some shit like this.
We need an underground society, and it's like it doesn't make any sense because who is
But
that
they live
guy?
in a society.
Well, okay, Joaquin, go back to your room, sir. But like, it's an hour and 30 minutes. Make it an hour 45 and explain something. Like,
Maybe do a little flashback of when he was fucking Rob
Dude.
Feldman or some shit.
right? Like, I needed something to explain the weird parts because to me, the weird parts make this movie worse. Like,
Or maybe just a little article that says, Rob Feldman, 7-star Michelin.
No.
fucking dude.
I get that he's a good cook. They're showing me that he's a good cook. Who the fuck are these hostesses and the hostess and the waiters who beat up homeless people?
For money?
Well, for money.
Well, no,
but like
for
not even
Monopoly
money.
money?
Yeah, it's like not dollars because they're not
the
getting-
budget for this movie was $4 million.
Oh, so it made its budget back. I mean, but they got the Hulu money, which means they got that Disney money, baby.
Yeah, I mean, they got more money from the streaming rights than they got. Like, they made money.
Right. Yeah.
It was really hard to find that.
I'm sure. That's why I didn't look. 97% from critics, or 97% of critics like it, and 84% of audience like it. But like that's my biggest gripe with the movie. Is like,
But
bro,
so, like,
explain to me who these people are and why they're beating up homeless people.
I don't have a problem with it because like it's the same thing of like so I think it's taking the concept of like the bum fight scene that was a thing. So like it's just saying
why are cooks beating up homeless people?
Because
it's not
a lot
Kimbo
of
Slice. I didn't see a Kimbo Slice there.
well, no, I don't think they were beating up homeless people. I think they were just beating up like it's under like so they don't make a lot of money. This is my assumption.
Those are homeless people, bro.
But it's not
homeless.
a fight. It's just one dude wailing on one dude.
Yeah, it's not even a fight. They pay to beat up homeless
it's like,
people.
This dude's
okay.
I'm stressed. I need to beat up something.
And my Peloton bike ain't doing it for me, so I'm gonna go beat up some homeless guy.
It makes sense in a stress relief. Like, I'm not saying it's okay, but it makes sense.
But it doesn't even make sense
why they would do it.
So
it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, this
if
movie
I'm in
just
an industry though, if I'm in an industry that's hyper like stressful, I would need a way to release the stress.
Go to the bar.
Correct. Yeah. There are normal ways. Yes, there are normal ways.
But if you're gonna like, it makes me up until that point, everything is super realistic.
Yeah.
Like everything makes sense. Like I get it. I really get the story. And then he's like, I gotta go to the Portland Hotel. There's no such thing as a Portland Hotel. Just follow me. Like what?
But this movie's just all about how shitty society is and how shitty people are.
Is it a critique on society though?
And like the restaurant business and like how like it's all fake.
But it's like saying that. But it goes on such an out there premise.
Yeah, it is weird and wild. Sure,
but I wouldn't even call it weird. It's dumb. I think that those
it was
15
random
minutes
as hell.
are just so dumb because after those 15 minutes, it still all makes sense.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's like that scene didn't matter. Like, sure, he got a little piece of paper, but he could have got it another way, I guess.
Yeah, he could have gotten it a way that made more sense, or like was more realistic. Like
he could have talked like to an old friend that's like in a restaurant in the back in some random hole in the wall.
But the way but
he even did do that. He literally did that the scene before. He talked to the same guy who gave him the information.
Yeah.
Like
but the other guy, the guy wouldn't have given him the information without
if he didn't get his ass beat. So why not have them fight?
Because the other guy why would the other guy want to fight him? He has nothing to. He has no skin in the game.
Then why did he need to see him get his ass beat?
I think it would have made more sense if it was a fighting thing. Maybe.
Yeah. But like, if he has a problem with him, why not have them fight?
I don't think he has a problem with him. I just think he's like, why do I need to give you information? Because you don't matter. Like, you have nothing to offer me. Like,
but he matters all of a sudden. Oh, okay.
Because he made him money.
Sure, maybe, but like, just be like, I'll pay you.
That clock went past the clock. And that guy paid a lot of money to beat his ass for some reason.
We don't even know if that was money.
Who knows how that
it could have been works. It could have been blowjobs written on a bunch of pieces of paper. You know what I mean?
Dude,
like,
if the guy paid like 50 blowjobs, I mean that's money.
I guess.
I think it might be like seats at a table, maybe seats at a restaurant. Who knows?
Maybe.
I just don't. That scene got on my nerves.
But it got him something.
But just because it moved the story along doesn't make it good.
Yeah. Sure, there are other ways. I'm just saying I think it makes sense. I'm not saying
but you're wild. It doesn't make any sense. They don't explain it.
What if it was like an underground market where you get food, you can pick up food? That'd be cool if it was that.
But I think that'd be so unnecessary.
The bum fight was unnecessary. He didn't have to beat it.
But the guy was never going to give him the information.
Bro, but like, if he went to an underground market and made a deal with the guy for the information, it would have made more sense.
But what did he offer him?
Eric's thing would have made more sense.
I'm saying if there was like a whole world of like secret restaurants underground and he went to like some random fucking hut,
I think
got the info.
That would have made more sense than I'm going to let some fucking other slightly
I'm gonna let a busboy.
Some 45-year-old busboy whoop my ass for 65 seconds. It doesn't make any sense. Like
I think if it was like, say you guys say like the underground like food place or whatever, and he's like, I will come and cook here for a week for the information. then I'd be like, okay, sure, but then it's kind of just boring.
Bro, but the movie didn't need him getting his ass beat. We already got that. We got that in the first 20 minutes of the film. We saw him get his ass beat by 2 fucking junkies.
Yeah,
I don't need
them
this.
tweakers whooped him.
But like, even that violence made sense. That violence had something. That violence was real. Like, you could see
they were
that
never taking the
happening.
pig without beating him.
Right,
Like, it
but
just
like,
wouldn't have happened.
But
yeah.
the violence in the underground Portland hotel made no sense. It was truly senseless. And like,
I get what you guys are saying. Like, they could have went another route for it, but like, it does make sense because that's how you got the information.
no, but that doesn't.
Whether you like it or not.
But that doesn't
Yeah,
make. That
but-
doesn't mean it makes sense. Because
I didn't like the whole just one dude wailing on the dude. Like if it was fighting, I think I would have liked it more.
yeah,
But having it be just random, like, hey, I'm gonna
did
beat
we
you
see
up.
anybody else before that? Actually,
yes,
Yeah.
we saw one guy get his ass
And the
beat.
same thing, the guy just gets whooped. Like,
Yeah,
that's
he,
the whole
he
thing?
holds
Okay.
his hands behind his back and he gets
Okay.
just punched on.
which is
That's even-
weird. It's just so weird.
I mean, it is super weird, and I'm
And just because I mean, my biggest thing here is like, just because it moves the story along doesn't make it make sense. Those two things are not the same. Like, you can move a story along and not make sense. That's the whole point of oh my god, what the fuck is it called? I forgot what the literary thing is called. But like,
to me, it almost seemed like he either worked hand in hand with that guy or he ran that before that guy.
but they don't tell us that.
Yeah.
You need to tell me something, because otherwise
Yeah.
it just doesn't make any sense. And you're just having Nicolas Cage get his ass beat for the sake of him getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love to
And
see
it was
like
an
what
hour
his
and 30-minute movie. Add
Yeah.
10 minutes, bro, and talk to me more about this underground bum beating up ring. Because even in the description, when he's talking to Alex Wolff's character, he's like, people come down here and pay money to fight. But then we don't even actually see anybody fight.
Yeah, no one fights.
It was just very sloppily done.
Real quick, what else was Alex Wolff in?
He was in
never mind.
Hereditary.
He was an old. Yeah,
He was
that's
also
where I
an
know him
old?
from. Yeah,
He's also in the Naked Brother band.
Yep.
he was also in Jumanji, the next level.
You would know
Yeah.
him from literally anything else, though.
Yeah. He's done a lot. Like Fault in Our Stars. He's the blind kid.
Yes, he is. You are totally right. He is. I personally think he's a much better actor than his brother. His brother kind of fucking sucks.
Yeah. I mean, his brother hasn't had like big roles either. Like, I mean, his biggest role was probably the Netflix thing, Death Note, right?
Yeah, and that was a shitty.
Yeah, I know him from the Jumanji series and the new one, and old.
Makes sense.
You gotta
I mean,
watch-
you've seen more things with him than you realize.
You gotta watch
'cause we watched
Hereditary,
Fault in
dog.
Our Star.
Hereditary's so good.
I
He
still haven't
is
seen
so
that.
good in it.
I mean,
I
I
haven't
find him
seen
as
it.
like a very good actor. Like, I think he's really talented.
At first, he was kind of a dick in this, dude. I was like, "What's up with this guy, man?"
But that's cool though, because then
But
it
that's-
shows
that's
his
him, yeah.
growth. Yeah, and he goes from this one-dimensional character and truly grows out into something more 3D, right? He
Mhm.
goes through such a good, like, character arc from beginning to end. I think it makes, I mean, but like, he's a fantastic actor anyways. So even if he was just one note, I think he would have done a good one note character. But like, seeing him go through so many different emotions throughout an hour and a half was awesome. I think he did a
Yeah.
fantastic job.
But when you see him at first, it makes sense because like
He's putting on a character.
it's almost like but like he's trying to just be like imitating his father almost, and like what do you expect out of him? Because he's still a young kid just trying to find his way.
right.
Until like these moments and these interactions.
Which, like, how old is he?
I would say he's.
I'd say he's like he's younger than 30. I would say he's like, mid to late 20s.
So
I would say 24.
the chef that they met with didn't serve him alcohol. And you also don't see Nicolas Cage serve him alcohol. So I thought he was under 20 for a second there.
No,
And
at
then
the-
they cut.
He served him alcohol at his
don't-
house.
You don't see him do it. You see him serve his dad and you see him serve himself, but you don't see him serve it. So on the next shot, you see his glass just has liquor in it. And so for a quick second, I was like, is he only like 19? What the fuck is happening? It's just
But
a
even
really
if they're
weird
drinking like wine though, and that's
and
one of those
at
things
home.
where it's like,
yeah.
I get your point though, but I'm assuming just based on
He's got.
like,
I thought he was like 24.
Wait, so
yeah.
so at the restaurant, he didn't get served wine?
No,
He also was driving.
he was driving. That's
He's
a good.
responsible, dude.
I mean, he goes and gets truffles from a random woodland creature, dude, and
Hey, shit's probably a good deal, man.
I mean,
his dad hires, drug addicts to steal pigs, so like,
yeah. Who's to say this guy wouldn't also drunk drive?
yeah, you're right. No, he gets that from his mother. He's responsible.
Come on, man.
Bro,
She's depressed.
for a hot second, when like they came to steal his pig, I don't know why, but I was like, is this something supernatural? Like,
First, I
what's
parked
going
my
on
car.
here?
Then
I was
steal
trying to
your
figure out
pig.
what type of movie it was too. Even as I finished it, I don't know.
Because I didn't read anything. I was starting to
Yeah.
read the synopsis, and I was like, wait, let me just go into blind as shit.
I mean, I read the synopsis, that little quick 1 sentence one that I said.
Like I
earlier,
said, I
but-
thought it was Mandy. I thought
wild.
this was gonna be an action horror film or some shit.
Yeah, but isn't Mandy like 2.5 hours long? Like Mandy
I
is
don't
long
know,
as
dude.
shit.
I really thought he was gonna go on a killing spree.
I
Like,
also thought, hey, John Wick, all right, cool.
I thought he was gonna commit suicide. I thought he was gonna kill
yeah.
himself 100%.
I mean,
At what point?
maybe at the end.
At the very end of the movie. I mean, like, but it's not as final as like a Star is Born. Yeah,
yeah.
where like
Because my
you
thing
see
is, like,
his shit like this.
I thought when he was like, "I'll see you next week," I was like, "He's killing himself."
I
No.
also thought that.
When he said I'll see you next week, I was like, my man, he ain't gonna kill himself, my boy.
He's like, "Yeah, you'll see me because you told her earlier on in the
Yeah.
movie I'm gonna come up here and you're gonna be dead."
I like those kind of like those kind of foreshadowings, right? So like we don't learn that he was a cook until he's talking to the chef, until right before he talks to the chef. But like he mentions like, hey, you made this French toast wrong because you're supposed to use stale bread. And like there's little things like that where he's like dropping little hints where he's like, no, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Don't worry about it.
And it makes sense why he knows what the truffles are good or not.
Yeah. I mean, but like,
and he ratatouille his ass, dude.
He really did ratatouille his ass.
But like the first time so when he goes to the restaurant, I can't remember which, and I literally just watched this movie. Which scene happens first? When he goes to the restaurant or the underground scene?
Underground scene. So
scene.
he goes, meets the guy in the tent at the bar,
gives him some wontons or whatever,
and he's like, "You're nobody, get the fuck out of here." And then he goes, "I have to go down to the Portland hotel." And then that's when they go to the bum fight scene. He gets the address for the Michelin
Because that's when he sees him write his name.
Whatever.
Like that's when he knows who he is, right? Alex Wolff's character. Okay.
Yes, that's when he learns his name. Because right before that, the guy was like, "Do you even know who he is? Do you even know his real name?" Which, like, why do I care? I just need my man to get the
I feel like if you were in the industry, you would have probably, Googled some shit, seen some faces.
But he's been gone for 10 years, right?
Yeah, at least 10 years.
And that dude's 19, so shit.
Yeah, he is literally 15. And then from there, he finds out that the dad took the pig. Spoilers for Pig, by the way.
But like he should. So like is his dad in the restaurant business?
No,
then?
he's only in the truffle business.
Oh, is that what
Truffles
I thought he was in the restaurant business.
No. Truffles are big, dude. You make some fucking money off of truffles. So
I knew that.
His dad doesn't own any restaurants. They were saying this is my dad's restaurant only because that's who his dad sells to. That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying like I know he just sells to restaurants, but like I didn't know if it was specifically truffles or does he just have this enterprise of like cornering markets?
No. I think it's just
thought it
truffles.
was like he sources the best chicken, he sources the best fucking beef.
That's how I took it.
He sources the best fucking truffles.
No, I don't think so. I think it's just truffles. I think he specializes in that.
Which would make sense why he goes to get a truffle pig or
right. Because if
there's
you're
not truffle business, it's his son, that lady, and him.
I mean, but like, there's a reason that it's only those three. He's cutthroat. He probably killed someone's kids.
I mean,
Yeah.
Pig 2, we're gonna find out.
We might. Hopefully they explain the bum fighting scene too, because what the
Yeah.
It's
fuck?
gonna start off with the bum fighting scene.
No shit.
We're gonna see a prequel.
Oh fuck. I hope we
Nicolas
don't.
Cage young.
I
And
hope.
then,
that- Go ahead.
And then you're gonna get all the underground scene, and they're gonna set the whole society. You're like, damn, this was shit. It was better when I was making it up in my head.
No, not at all. I feel like that dude started the bum fighting scene because he wanted to fight a bum, and he was like,
I
"Man."
almost still feel like Nicolas Cage started that shit.
No, he did not start anything.
Dude,
He
remembers
was such
everything.
he was such a kind-hearted soul.
This is one of 3 films Nicolas Cage did in 2021.
I mean, I feel like he made 3 bangers though, didn't he?
Prisoners of Ghostland, which I don't know,
I don't know that one either.
and Willy's Wonderland.
They gave me an ad for that right after this movie, and I was very, very interested in it.
I don't know anything about any of his other movies, but Pig right now.
Dude, he made Mandy, and then he made a different movie that's kind of weird and ethereal like that, and both of them are apparently fantastic.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Mandy.
Willy's Wonderland's a horror action.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's the Nightmare or not Nightmare.
Oh yeah, it's the
Freddy's...
Five Nights at Freddy's clone.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm
What
down.
about Mandy?
No,
trying to think
Willy's
about the
Wonderland.
other one.
I mean, think
No,
about
but
the
his
name.
other movie is called Mandy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one that like people fucking freaked out about. Willy's
You're talking
Wonderworld
about
has a 61% by critics.
Oh, Mandy came out in 2018. I've never heard of this.
What? It's
That's the last Nicolas Cage movie I've heard of.
was Mandy? Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a 90% Rotten Tomatoes. I just haven't heard about it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be awesome.
And it's
Yeah.
a horror thriller.
Yeah, it's like got heavy metal themes and like the design is very heavy metal. It looks dope.
Huh. $6 million budget.
Are you talking about Color Out of Space? Is that the other film?
Yeah,
that's
Color
fucking
Out of
wacky?
Space apparently was awesome too. Super trippy. What's the festival in Austin, Texas? Not South by Southwest.
South by South? Oh,
No, it's
I don't know
something
that.
else. I think it's like
In Austin?
Fantastic Fest or something like that.
I'm not sure.
But like yeah, it's Fantastic Fest, but I don't know. Yeah, it's in Austin, Texas. Damn, I'm a fucking genius.
Savant, dude.
Dude, it's the Austin Film Festival.
Oh shit. But like I follow like people from LA who review movies and stuff and
Oh shit, okay.
Come on, man. Fuck you, you piece of shit. And
Who would've thought?
they saw Color Out of Space and Mandy at that Fantastic Fest and they were like Nicolas
Cream in the
Cage is
crop.
fucking back.
He's back.
He's
baby.
back.
My winnings
I-
from last
damn.
week's,
Oh, so we
competition.
ordered 2 pizzas, huh? You won
No,
one
dude,
competition.
So get this, Domino's has had the same thing on their website, and it's like you get a free medium pizza if you order a pizza of equal or higher value.
Okay.
And I've been getting this coupon for like 6 months.
Wait, 2 for 1, dude? That's
Yeah.
a fucking deal.
That's a BOGO, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. So I've been getting
You're
2
robbing
pizzas
them.
every time. Truly though.
Just eat it in the mic, dude. Come on, let's hear it.
You get thin crust?
I get thin crust and a normal one.
Oh, see, I go pan,
Damn.
dude. I love their pan.
I think
No,
I
I
got
like
a pan this
good
time.
thin. Nice
So the-
crunch to it.
I think the thin is good if you eat it right away.
And this is like crackers. I'll even eat a cold thin crust pizza, dude.
See, I don't like the cold thin. I feel like it loses its.
It's
its,
soggy,
you know.
yeah.
Like I feel like a pan lasts the longest to me. Like I could reheat the
Yeah.
pan a few days later.
Yeah, that's true.
The original's fine too. Like I mean, I'll eat any of them to be honest. I'm not picky when it comes to all 3 of them. But if I went, it would go pan, regular thin.
Mm-hmm.
You got some pig on there, dude? What you got on there?
Yeah, I think the thin crust has. Oh no, the normal one has pepperoni and sausage.
Okay.
This one is just.
I always custom mine, dude. When you got a custom on the app and you can add whatever you want.
Sham, you got it like that, James?
I actually got
Sometimes.
I got a meat gasm or whatever the fuck.
See, like I like to do like sausage and mushroom or like an all meats.
I prefer an all meat.
I know you do.
Oh yeah.
You don't like mushrooms?
No, I
I
don't
love
like.
mushrooms.
I do too.
I've never liked
Dude, that
mushrooms.
quiche he made in the fucking beginning, I was like, damn, that shit looks good.
Dude, all of the food looked really good.
I mean, that
I-
final meal he makes for the all of them look delicious.
I think that shit just tasted like chicken. I don't think it was that big of a deal to have a ratatouille moment.
No, man, it had to have been a big deal.
Dude,
I
it was
mean-
so moist.
I know we're making jokes, but the acting in that scene was so fucking good. Like, and that you couldn't hear anything other than them eating. And like you see him start to feel, but then he fights it back. And then he's like starting to feel it again, and he's trying to fight it back, and then it just breaks down.
No, when he goes to a second sip, he's like, wait a minute. Huh. And then he goes
It's
to
when he
another.
drinks the wine
Yeah.
and everything. Like all the flavors and everything hit him, and it's all the emotion. And that's crazy. Like he remembered like the wine he served them.
Isn't it fucking wild?
Dude says, I remember every meal I've cooked, every person I've served. Like,
Dude,
okay, buddy, you're a goddamn. You're in the
I mean, this
wilderness.
could almost have been Bradley Cooper.
It could have. It should have been. What was Bradley Cooper's brother's name?
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott. That's who it should have been. I remember.
Dude, he has a movie like, and it's on Hulu. I don't know if it's still on there. Like he kills like it's something Bigfoot or something. I want to watch with Sam
What?
Elliott. Yeah, well,
What's going on with that guy, dude?
Yeah, count me out.
He takes a stellar role like that 1886 series, and then he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do a Bigfoot.
Is that any good?
I've heard people fucking say that shit's pops.
So it happened in 2018. It's the man who killed Hitler and then the Bigfoot.
Never mind, I'm in, dude. I'm so fucking in, dude.
It has a 75% on Rotten Tomatoes.
If it was just Bigfoot, I'd have been out. Hitler and Bigfoot, I'm in.
Like he literally, so it seems like he killed Hitler during World War II. Then he went on a hiatus and he comes back to kill Bigfoot.
I already said I'm in. You're just
All
telling
right.
me I already bought a dozen cookies, and you're like, how about a dozen more?
Yeah, I'm like, hey, chocolate shake.
That 1883 has a 85%.
What is it? Is it a prequel of?
Yeah,
what?
it's a prequel to Yellowstone.
I
which
hear
follows-
Yellowstone like goes off.
But it's a fucking Paramount original, so fuck all that.
I mean, I had that because I watched the Challenge All Stars. Well, like my sister pays for it, but
We're gonna. I'm
Yeah.
thinking. Oh my god, they gave me half a pizza.
the sun is shining in on you.
Dang, oh no.
Oh my god, it's like the sun at the end of the movie when he's listening to the song.
taken.
Yeah, you are being taken away.
Oh my god, we've already been talking. Oh no, never mind. The stream's been up for an hour. I guess we haven't.
It's
really
probably
talking.
been like 40 minutes. I see all of Eric now. That's funny.
All right.
I kind of want to do a like the last 10 minutes of the podcast. We could talk about what we're watching. I like that
Oh, yeah, I like that.
to make it not so much all about the movie.
Okay. I'm always down.
Hold on, I'm
Talk
talking
what I'm
about the challenge or whatever until that 10 minutes. For this movie though.
I still don't know. Like, I still don't know if I like it or not.
So like that was my thing, right?
Really?
I think like it hits all the notes what makes it a Oscar type movie, right? Like
Does it?
This
I
movie
don't know.
feels like to me this movie feels like it should be nominated for Best Picture, but like I also was bored at
I don't know about that. I was just like, wow, James really tried to pick a me movie today, huh?
Yeah,
but I had no idea what this movie
real
was about.
artsy.
Yeah, like
Go
to
ahead.
me this movie feels like, you know, because it's like, you know, the way that it's just shot, you know, it's all gloom and doom.
Yeah, it's a
lot
it's
of
a
non-talking. Yeah, it is. That's what I mean. It's like
It's not a movie. It's a film.
yeah, like to me, it's like they made this movie hoping to win an Oscar. I felt like when I was watching it.
So I don't think they did. I think the reason that it feels like that is because everything in this movie is very earnest. It feels like everybody in this movie and everybody making this movie wanted this movie to be fucking awesome. You know?
Yeah.
Even the bums getting fought in the basement wanted this to be great. They were
Well,
like,
it's-
fucking hit me, dude.
Well, it's because it's only one dude, right? I
Yeah.
mean, sure that Vanessa Block like probably contributed, but like he directed and screenplayed it.
Yeah.
So, like-
And I feel like the reason that this kind of sets it apart from Oscar movies is because it Like, I don't feel like it did anything
It didn't
fake,
force it, right?
right?
Yeah,
It truly does feel like this is a story that this guy wanted to tell.
It didn't green book it, like.
Oh my god, right? Like, it doesn't feel like a Green Book.
But I don't even really like Green Book.
Sure, but we're not talking about whether or not we like the movie, right? We're talking about these feelings that it elicited out of you guys, where you guys are like, oh, it felt like it was trying so hard. But I think the only reason it felt like it was trying hard is because it really did come from this man's heart. And he was so, you could feel how much he wanted to make this movie, and it feels more like art than it does Hobbs and Shaw.
But it's weird though, like Eric says, I don't know if I like this movie or not. Because as I was watching it, I was like, okay, sure, I see what's good about it. But now when I talk about it, I'm like, oh, this was interesting. This was cool. Like, when you look back on it, and maybe it's like a second time watch, but like, the more I talk about it, the more I'm like, oh, maybe I did like it. But as I was watching it, I was like, I'm kind of bored.
Yeah, I was like, I like it, but it's artsy. I like artsy shit.
It's a cool film.
Yeah, but I think it's a lot like, it's just so different from the movies that we normally watch that I feel like that's why you're not instantly like, this movie's rad, right? Because
but half the movie I'm trying to figure out, what is this movie?
I mean, it's pretty simple though. There's not much to this movie. It's a man who wants his truffle pig.
Dude, but I watched some pretty slow movies, and at the end I'm like, yo, this was a fucking masterpiece. Like, when I watched Belfast, I was like, this shit's a masterpiece.
I mean,
period pieces are like legit, like built for Oscars.
I think this movie is a masterpiece. I truly do believe that this movie is amazing. Am I ever going to watch it again? Probably not. Because I don't think it's one of those movies, right? It's not like a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood where I believe that movie's amazing and I could watch it 90 times because it's fun. This movie is far from fun. You're not going to throw this.
It's doom and gloom the whole movie,
right? I mean, like, it ends on a spoiler alert. It ends on a shitty note. Like, even it's supposed to be happy and it ends shitty. Like,
I don't even think it is. I don't even think it's supposed to be happy. I mean, I think he's just accepting his life and it's like, this is it.
I think that's happy though, right? Because he fought. The reason that he's out there in the woods is because his wife died, and he's fighting with these feelings of grief and the feeling of having to let this woman who he loved so much go. And at the end, that's kind of what the discussion is between him and Alex Wolff's character, right? Where he said, maybe if I didn't come down from the mountain, she would still be alive. And he comes to the realization that no, she's gone. And and that's why it's so important, right? That the pig is a woman, because the pig is supposed to be a living stand-in for his wife.
Yeah, well, that's why he can't listen to the tape early on. So like the pig finally dying, him going through all this. This is the first time he actually truly grieves his wife, and his wife is like, gone. But like, it's still like, but what is his life now? Still,
what do you mean? He's still gonna be hunting truffles.
Yeah, he's still not living, like, he's still not happy.
Yeah, but we don't know what's happening after that.
But now he has internal.
I don't think he kills himself.
I don't think he kills himself.
Now he has internal happiness. Now he can be happy, I guess.
Yeah, and I think that's why it is. I think the ending, I think the last 10 minutes of this movie really are what makes it so good to me. Like, it is so, and maybe even the last 20 minutes. I don't really know when the scene where the dad is eating the food starts. But I think it's
broken down in acts, though. Is it like, which is
Act
was interesting.
3, yeah, Act 3, or Part 3 or whatever, is amazing. I think Part 3 from beginning to end is magic.
Yeah, I think I like Part 1 and 3 the best. And then
I didn't catch on to the end that those were like food dishes.
Yeah, he cooks the dish that is Part 3 for the dad.
That was supposed to be the first giveaway, and I totally missed it. But even too, like the lettering and stuff they use on it, like this movie, I mean, sometimes it just seems pretentious too. Is like the thing.
But isn't that what fine dining is?
Yeah, like I think it's doing what it's supposed to do, but at the time I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
And I think that eliciting those emotions though are why the movie is great, because it's making you feel something more so than just like, oh fuck, that dude's head just exploded. Oh
yeah. I mean, yeah, you watch this movie to get a different movie going experience. You're
Right.
not watching this like, um,
But
because
I
it's
think
not like a hero story
You're
like
not,
like we're used to.
and you're not Netflix and chilling this movie either.
no.
You're just Netflixing.
Yeah, that's it. What were you gonna say, Eric?
I think I'm good with the movie how it went. But if it went to a John Wick route, I think I would also enjoy the movie.
So like, I don't. I mean, I thought he was gonna be fighting people. Like,
I think,
I
but
thought there's gonna be some action sequences.
I think if the tone was different from the beginning, it would have been fine. But like, it can't have part one the way that it is, and then transition to John Wick. It just couldn't. The dichotomy
Shit.
between the voices from part one to John Wick would have been too hard.
I think what have happened though, it would have felt less like John Wick and more like the Liam Neeson movies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Taken.
yeah.
And I think like sure the first Taken is fine. Like I think it's good, but like we've seen that we don't really care about those movies anymore. And I think if it felt like sure if it felt like John Wick, it could have been great. But if it felt like Taken, it would have been shitty.
And like,
Yeah.
no one's ever gonna be like, "What's the best Liam Neeson movie?" And anybody is gonna say Taken. You know, like,
But if like, hey, you want to watch like 4 movies? Taken.
yeah, probably. But like, I think this might be one of Nicolas Cage's best movies.
I mean, it's top 5 for sure.
Like, he is just so good in this movie. And the
Yeah. I've never seen Nicolas Cage like this.
Dude, when Nicolas Cage wants to, though, he can.
yeah,
But
He's a
Nicolas
real-
Cage,
He's a real Adam Sandler type of guy, you know?
he is
Yeah.
though. They just have so much money. Oh, I mean, Nicolas Cage has done some shitty movies for money, but like, they're just like dudes who just act in whatever they want to act in. And
but I
that's
saw
Yeah.
like an interview of Nicolas Cage, and this is like, it's weird because it's actually probably closer to who he is as a person
yeah,
than some of the roles he played. Because I know there was a big thing. He went to like this comedy club, and it's supposed to be like, oh, no recording,
No
none of this,
cameras,
none of
yeah.
that. And then someone like recorded him. He went there after I think Prince died was the big thing, and him and Prince were real good friends.
Oh wow.
And I hope this like I'm not thinking the wrong person because then the story is totally wrong. But
Thanks for wasting my
and
fucking
then-
time.
but then he like shut himself out from the world for like years, and like he still is really like
He's a
he doesn't
recluse.
just yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's why it feels so earnest because like I think he's like pulling from true experiences.
Probably.
The scene that took me out of the movie, like I didn't like you guys. I seen like it was the underground scene, but I was like fine with that. It was a scene when he was with the little boy, which I thought was random.
Oh, that scene was also random.
Yeah,
And
that
the
one was
scene
a little random.
Also, didn't.
I thought a parent would come up and be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing here?"
Like
I
I don't get it. I guess
I get it. What it's doing is it's helping establish how much of a recluse this guy has been. Like, we heard that he's been gone for 10 years or whatever. But like, he came to this house that he said like
His old house, yeah.
right. And he's like, where's the tree at? Like, what happened to the
Persimmon's tree.
tree? And the little
Yeah.
kid's like, I don't know where that tree was. And I think it's really to help you understand that like this dude has been so out of touch and he has blocked out society for so long.
Yep.
See, the only thing I took from it was to show you, like, because he's kind of like shut off and kind of a dick to everybody until he meets this little boy, and then it shows like, oh, he is a good person, like he does care for people. Because like that was the first time he like showed the kid more
Compassion.
affection,
Yeah.
and affection more than anyone else in the whole movie until you see the
Other
end
than
where he
the
gets the
pig.
bread from the lady.
Was that his daughter?
No, that was someone who worked underneath him.
Yeah, I also thought
Oh,
at
true,
first
true.
thought it was
I
the daughter
I forgot.
until
Yeah.
they have the discussion.
Yeah,
He
that's why
says-
she called him chef.
Yeah, when she
Yes,
says
yeah.
she is chef. Yeah.
And then
That-
she doesn't say the wife. She said the wife's name instead of like mom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Same thing with the
Um,
lady at the mausoleum
cellar?
or whatever. No, it was a mausoleum that she also kept the wine in.
Yeah, I didn't. But it was
She
his
lives.
collection. Yeah, and she's like, "No, it was his. I just been sitting on it."
Waiting, knew he'd ask for it one day. Damn, you a fucking ride or die, homie. He
real,
must have made
dude.
you a nice ass dish.
But like they say though too, like I thought those people had like very successful businesses because like it goes back to the guy earlier. He's like, he's like half of the city, owes himself to you or whatever. And you see that everyone that they interact with, like, is kind of there because of him. Like,
This is the John Wick thing. It's the whole everyone knows his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe, but like, yeah, I think it's interesting though because it shows. And that goes back to the little kid thing, right? It does show his compassion or whatever, but that is just another thing, right? All these people know this guy and have built this guy up into some massive individual.
Yeah.
But like, time takes everybody. Like, you will be forgotten no matter what. And I think that helps to set in some of his existential dread, right? Where he's been floating through life, not really living, and like he's even lost himself. He even forgot who he was until he needed to find this pig. And I think that kid kind of echoes that, right? It's another person saying, "I don't know who the fuck you are."
Because then even he started saying like, "Hey man, just say my name."
Yeah, just tell them I sent you. Like, he almost finds himself in this journey to find his pig.
Well, it's interesting too how his legend has like grown since he's been gone. Like, because as soon as you say his name, it's like boom, like everyone's like, oh my god, the famous,
he's been gone for 10 years.
Yeah, he just disappeared.
Dude, that chef that he made cry.
Man, that scene
I was so uncomfortable, dude.
But it was so good.
It was good, but I was like, holy shit, this guy's acting his ass off.
Yeah,
I thought
at first. Acted.
At first, when the lady's talking about like the dish or whatever, I was like, "Is this a flashback?" Like, I thought it was gonna go back to like him being a restaurant owner, because like at this point we don't really know his wife is dead yet. Like, so I was like, "Is this what broke him?" Like, because I'm like, something
really?
broke him.
I assumed his wife was dead when he couldn't listen to the tape.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really pay attention to the tape thing until the end, and I was just like, "Oh,
What were you doing? Were you on your phone?"
It said on there for Robin.
Yeah.
No, I was watching it, but I was just like, all right, he's
I instantly
crazy.
said this guy's a widow.
Widower. I don't think you gave this movie your whole heart, dude. I think you went into it super negative.
No, I definitely didn't. I was like, I heard it was good, so I was like, it's gonna be a good movie. But then I just thought it was gonna be a different movie.
I mean,
like, there's no way you could tell me. Like, if someone was like, "Hey, Pig," and then they say like, "What this movie's about," I would have been like, one, there's no way that's good. Two, like, that doesn't even make sense. Like, what?
What do you mean, Pig?
How does it not make sense? Wait, what? Where would the description have lost you?
Because it's just like, I mean, sure, it's I mean, well, the pig is dead the whole time. I don't know why they're dead and just tell him, "Hey, the pig's dead" in the beginning. Like, why did we go around all this?
Probably because he didn't want to deal with it. That, and he probably thought old dude was gonna kill him. This fucking
maybe
haggard ass dude walks into my house and starts demanding I give him his pig back. I'm gonna just offer him money and hope he leaves me alone so he doesn't murder me. You know?
I'm surprised he didn't murder him. I thought the dad was gonna do more murdering.
Nah, that dude's a fucking weakling. There's no way he would have killed him.
He barely got mad at the end. He said he was like, "Shit, I really need to fucking ham it up here, but I can't."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I said leave.
Yeah, that's so interesting though that you guys came in with well, I mean, Eric really didn't, but it's interesting that you came in with preconceived notions about it at all.
Because I thought it was gonna be more of a revenge movie.
Right, that's a preconceived notion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you had that. Because I read it and didn't think anything of it. I was like, this movie's gonna be weird, and that was
because you read it. You knew, okay, it's about to be about this dude in the truffle farm or some shit.
But like James said, the description could give you a revenge film feel. It could. The way that description is written, it totally could come off like that.
And it's a thriller.
I posted it
like
in the chat. A little bit up. I mean, they should have never called it a thriller, though.
If they just said drama, I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah. And I didn't... I may have read it, but I was just like, yeah, okay, thriller. And just ignored it.
But I mean, I'm sure there's more of a wider definition of thriller, and we're just thinking specifically of the thrillers we're used to.
I mean, I don't think it was that thrilling at all.
That's my thing. I don't get it. Like, I don't get how they classify this as a thriller. I never felt like, I guess, I don't think I ever felt like that intensity, during the movie where I was just like,
yeah, the feelings other than sadness are not that intense. even the mystery isn't that intense because it's
No.
like, oh, he's just looking for his pig.
Yeah.
His Piggy.
Yeah.
Dude, he says it though, dude. He doesn't F his pig.
I don't fuck my pig.
Fuck my pig.
I mean, shit, everybody was thinking it though, so I'm glad Alex
Yeah.
Wolf said it.
I mean, it makes sense. You like, because everyone's like, just get another pig.
Hey, bro, just get another pig, you fucking idiot.
Which is, I don't know, that's kind of weird to me. Maybe it's because I, have spent 5 hours watching documentaries about truffle pigs, but I would have never been like, just get another pig. Like, he's been living in this cabin with this pig for 10 years.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean, get another pig?
And then at the end,
How do
he's
those
like,
pigs live?
I don't need a pig, actually. I
Pigs
can
live
just
a long
tell.
time. Like 40 plus years, I think. Truffle pig age.
3 years.
Is it really 3 years?
No, I don't. No.
Oh. I was like, damn, I fucked that one up.
They sniff too much and they get got.
Yeah, it's like cocaine for them.
Shit,
Pigs
it might
can
be.
live from 15 to 20 years. That's a well cared for pig.
They say truffle pigs only cost a couple $1,000s.
Yeah, but it's not about that.
He offered him 20 mil, and he was like, wait.
He's not gonna give him 20 mil, dude.
Yeah, he was
necking.
never going to.
Hey, but that was the first one where he didn't say no.
He didn't give him a chance to say no. Uh,
I'm like, yeah, sign that check. I'll buy a whole new wife.
I'm looking up how much it would have been worth.
But
he had he allegedly had a prize truffle pig though.
yeah, he had a good one.
Well, wait, you're talking about Nicolas Cage's character?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like that's only because he found good truffles. Well, he like Nicolas
what I'm
Cage
saying.
found the truffles. The pig
Yeah.
was just there to help him grieve with his dead wife, like
Yeah, but I think I mean it didn't matter because the pig pretty much dies in the beginning of the movie and we just don't know it.
yeah.
Because if he was just like, bro, I find the truffles, give me my pig.
I mean, he could have, but
He didn't
was
want to give
too-
that away.
yeah.
He didn't. It was too far gone though at that point. Like,
Yeah, he had already gotten his ass beat violently twice.
yeah.
A little too violent.
Oregon black truffles valued at more than $700 per pound in peak season. And those are thick ass boys he was pulling out the ground.
Yeah, those were
Like, he
thick,
had
dude.
I don't know how
Massive
dense
truffles.
truffles are.
All right, I'm gonna have to do all the looking up. How dense are black truffles?
Give me the per gram, dude. Can you cover that per gram? I know how much a gram weighs.
Why do you know how much a gram weighs?
So why would you be
'Cause-
asking for a density if all you're looking for is gram weight?
Yeah, I corrected myself. You fuck.
You didn't. I didn't hear you correct.
I
yourself.
just did. I said, wait,
You
give
said,
me the
give
gram.
it to me in grams. But how would that matter about the density? If I told
'Cause
you,
they didn't-
but
'cause
if
they
I
didn't
told
look
you
that
a
big.
gram, well, yeah. But I what do you want me to
I
Google?
mean, one truffle
how
was
big,
like a handful.
how-
That's a big truffle.
Do you want me to Google how big were the truffles in pig? Because I can, I guess.
No, because like it
Average
doesn't.
size of good truffles.
Average weight of a good truffle. Average size.
Do you eat the whole truffle?
No, it's usually shaved.
Mm.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. If you took a bite out of a truffle, I think it would fuck you up. Because you'd be like, oh, it's too powerful. And weight of a black truffle. Keep Vamp, talk.
Truffle price tracker. Oh shit. Let me see. Let me get
Wait,
into
should
this
we buy
fucking
or
market.
selling?
Most truffles grow out to be 30 or 60 grams in size, which means that just one will set a person back anywhere from $30 to $75. But Australia has just produced a black truffle that
that ain't
weighs about
shit.
2 and 3/4 pounds and is sold for between $2,000 and $2,500.
God damn.
So that little fucking nugget he had, $70.
30 to 75, yeah.
He was paying him low end for sure.
I don't think so. He said he was
I
finding
don't
the
think
best
so either.
truffles.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
he's
but I feel like
he's a
Nic
chef.
Cage wasn't selling to just anybody.
what?
I
And
think
then
he
when-
just, he just
And
liked
then
the
when
kid.
he's
I don't even think. Yeah, he may have just liked the kid, but like I think he wasn't even really paying him. It was like you need to bring me the shit that I asked for, and that's
I mean,
it.
yeah, he more or less paid him in groceries.
Yeah, and batteries so he could not listen to his dead wife's record.
Yeah. So the kid was making out, and that's why the dad is like, I didn't expect him to be doing this well. Is because he's buying low, selling high.
I mean,
Like,
hey, the kid's a good businessman, dude.
Yeah.
Can't fault him for that.
I love how intense they make that business though, because he's like, yeah, he can't handle this. I'll give him a desk job.
I think it is that intense though.
It has to be for something like that.
Are they in like Portland?
Yeah, but Oregon black truffles sell for like $700 a pound. Like,
yeah, but are they breaking ankles?
And it's a land thing,
bro. What do you mean? Hell yeah, they're breaking ankles.
It's a land thing too, where like you have to have your fucking land, and you have to make sure people don't pick it.
Yeah, because that shit is like black gold. Fuck a oil, baby. I'm in the truffle business. Like, it is that serious. Like, truffles in particular are very serious.
And especially if it's high restaurant, like high fucking falutin restaurants.
Yeah, like, oh man, especially on the East Coast, because I think truffles only grow in like mountainous areas. So like, people on the East Coast will kill someone for a truffle.
And those hipsters love that shit, dude.
They love that shit, dude. They sprinkle some truffles on their morning coffee. Come on. They don't do that.
I know that.
I've never had a truffle. I don't even know what a truffle really is.
Probably tastes like ass.
I think black truffles do taste like ass.
Are they bitter?
I don't know.
It's probably just a weird flex thing.
I think it is more or less just the flex thing. Flavor profile.
I mean, yeah, because like he's like, this is on the winter menu, like.
Yeah.
And the investors want us to have these truffles on there.
Hey, that food looked like shit that they were eating at a restaurant.
But I feel like that's mostly all the types of food.
I would have eaten it. It looked good to me. I was all about it.
At that point, it's art.
Yeah.
Dude, that was probably like a $300 plate.
Fuck me up in that. Yeah, but it was a $300 plate in like a used coffee shop. Like, what was that business location? It was so weird.
I feel like that's how Portland would look.
Yeah, I've never been, but it kind of gives that feel.
It gives me real Seattle vibes.
Some may describe the taste of black truffles as a mixture of chocolatey, nutty, and earthy, and others may describe it as having a subtle woody flavor mixed with a slight mushroom taste. So no, you guys would actually like it.
I would like both of those flavors.
Yeah.
I like mushrooms, so yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Maybe we should go in the truffle business.
I'm not doing that.
Next time we go to a restaurant and they have truffles on the menu, let's buy that shit.
Hey!
Let's do it.
Put some truffles on my shit. Hey, yo, bitch!
Hey, how much you pay? 35 to 70 per? Or you got that $2,000?
Yeah, I want that Australian truffle, baby. Give me that.
Give me one shave of the $2,000 one.
Where do you even buy truffle?
One sliver.
Where to buy black truffle?
1 millimeter thick.
I got about $40. How much of that 2,000 can I get?
Yo, I could buy them on Amazon's.
Yeah, low grade.
No, hell no. This is 2 ounces for $169.
2 ounces don't seem like a lot of truffle.
It's not. You shave it, so it'd be super thin shavings.
I'll pass.
Nah, I don't fuck with that.
See, y'all don't have a refined.
It's not even
taste
truffle
palate.
season, dude.
It ain't even truffle season. We're probably at the end of truffle season, actually.
I don't know that much. When is fuck it? I'll look this up too.
Probably during the summer when the ground's not fucking frozen.
But why would they wait to put it on the menu till winter?
No, these fragrant fungi taste best fresh, so plan to enjoy white and burgundy truffles from September to December, winter black truffles from December to March, and bean chetty truffles from February and March, and summer black and white truffles from May to August. So it depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for the winter truffles or the summer truffles?
I guess that makes sense why they got the different type of flavor ones.
Yeah.
I want the chocolate tasting ones.
No. They said that you can either it either tastes like this to you or like this to you. So it's like
it's like
the
blue dress
coriander
or the orange dress.
No, it's definitely not like that.
What is that? Yeah, the two names.
Laura or
yeah, something with a Y.
Laurel or Yanny. That's
Yanny,
what that was.
yeah.
But that also, guys, no, we can't spread misinformation. They're saying Laurel, and the dress was blue and black. That's just it. How your eyes?
It was fake images then?
No. It was an optical illusion. So it makes it look golden white because of the way the light is bouncing off of it. But
if you turn your brightness down on the phone, it changes color.
Right. But like the dress in store was black and blue. Like
Yeah.
that's just the facts.
I knew it had to have been a solid color, but some people were seeing it weird, whether it's their calibration was off on their screen or.
But like people.
But then also the picture just like transferred from so many places, it got real shitty quality.
And so, I mean, it could have been doctored too. But some people will fight you on that and be like, "No, man, I saw it as gold and white, and that's what color that dress is." And it's like,
maybe they're colorblind.
No, they're just idiots. They're not.
I mean,
smart.
they saw it that color, like sure.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that it is that color.
But if you would literally change the brightness on your phone, it would change color. Like,
but they're like, I trust my eyes. God damn it!
Yeah,
you can't tell me otherwise.
Can't tell me nothing.
All right, let's wrap this up. Favorite part, James, go.
Favorite part was probably the cooking scene when you finally saw him do his thing.
Wow.
And then it was like, I like the emotional part of like the dad realizing like, oh shit, this is a meal I had.
Yeah, wow, I've had this before with my dead wife. Eric, go ahead.
Man, it's hard. I think probably the end scene where he goes back to his little river, finally washes his face.
Wipes off that 4-day-old blood.
Yeah, he gets reborn again, you know?
I like how the guy was like, you need some medical attention?
He's like, nah, I'm good, brother. What was my favorite part? Probably the bum fighting scene, I feel like, right?
I hate you.
No, I think the whole last arc, or the whole last arc. The whole last act.
It's the last arc.
Yeah. The last act was just so good. I think
that's strong.
It was a perfect ending to that film. 100%. They couldn't have changed anything. Least favorite part. I'm gonna go first. Fuck that bum scene. I hate it so much. It's so weird.
That random hole in the wall. They didn't parch over.
Which
nothing.
wasn't there at first. Like when he starts throwing boxes, it's all covered, and then they cut, and there's a hole in the wall. I don't know. Eric?
That's what I meant.
Oh, okay. You agreed with me. Okay, the random hole in the wall and the bum fighting. James?
The fact that the mom was still like on life support. I know it's like to be like, oh, he's like in control. The dad, he hasn't let go either. But I don't like that. Like it was real weird, and it was just a weird point where because he's like, yeah, my mom's dead. Like, yeah, I mean, technically she's probably brain dead, but then like she's still on life support. It was just a real weird part that I didn't really like.
Okay. I mean,
he 100% should have let her go though. That guy's a dick.
I mean, she's dead though.
Yeah.
Even there's no like, oh well, her body is still alive because it's really not. If they took her off that bitch, she's dead. Like it's cool though that it shows that the kid came to that conclusion already. Correct. He's like, my mom's dead. That's it. And his dad is just like, that bitch ain't leaving me until I die.
See, but what's weird about it is because like the only conversation we hear about the mom and the dad is like, oh, they always fought, they always did this, they didn't like each other, you know, except for when they went to, you know, his restaurant. So I'm like, is he like keeping her alive out of spite, or is he keeping her alive because he can't let her go? And like either way, I'm just like, due to the fact that I guess I don't know, and if it's spiteful, I really don't like it.
No, it's definitely not out of spite. I think it's supposed to be.
I mean, dude's such a shitty dude, though.
Yeah, he is a shitty piece of shit. But I think they lay hints though that he wasn't always a shitty piece of shit, right? Because he kind of throws it back at Nicolas Cage, and he's like, "Were you always an asshole?" Which is kind of an asshole thing to do. But like, it's supposed to be an outside force, kind of showing.
But we know he was a dick though before, because the son is like they're always arguing and they're always like.
But that doesn't mean that he was a dick.
But I mean, his wife is suicidal and like depressed. And
so you can't have an argument? Get the fuck out of here! I'm depressed too, but I have arguments all the time.
Kid gloves.
No, fuck that. But like. They just weren't compatible, right? And I think, I mean, you could tell even from the way that Alex Wolff's character is talking about it, that one moment was so strong for them, you know? And maybe he was just hanging on to that moment.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
He could just be an asshole who can't let go, so he's going to make the poor woman suffer.
We probably could have found out more about his character. Is the thing?
Nah, hour 30. That's all they had. They ran through all the film.
They might have, dude. Take out your bum scene and give me more character development on that
guy. Yeah, like they could have showed a scene where like you see Alex Wolff's parents fighting, and then you see the scene where they're like happy. Like you don't need to hear him talk about it; you can see it happen.
Because she was suicidal, she tries to kill herself, and then he's like, "I'm not letting you go."
Did I miss that?
Yeah. What do you mean, Eric?
He says he like Alex Wolff says my mom killed herself, more or less. I think he legit says she killed herself.
Yeah, no, he uses those words.
Oh no, I remember that. I think what threw me off is you see her, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's the whole point, right? Is that like you know you're supposed to see it and be like, oh, this other dude also can't handle grief whatsoever, so he's being wild as fuck. And instead of living out in the wilderness, he's keeping his wife alive through life support.
He could have still reacted the same way, regardless if he left his wife on life support or not.
What do you mean?
Like the dude could still turn out the way he did without leaving his wife on life support. Like he would have still. I don't know how it changes.
Yeah, he's a bitter old prick for sure. But I think it doesn't change, right? It's just showing how he dealt with the grief.
Yeah.
Instead of moving away to the woods and buying a truffle pig, he's just keeping his wife alive on life support and getting drunk and emotionally abusing his child.
Yeah.
But it is really shitty. It is super upsetting.
Yeah. And I don't know. I just feel like we didn't need that is my thing.
Maybe some people in test screenings were like, you know what? I'm kind of sympathetic to the dad. And he was like, you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah. I mean, you put that in there. You like, yeah.
Because it makes him a villain. It like bad enough he stole the truffle pig, but he's also doing this other heinous shit. He is pretty irredeemable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, you know,
true.
Nicolas Cage is pretty redeemable. You just gotta kill his pig and kill his wife, and
I mean, Nic Cage did nothing wrong.
No, he didn't. He was just living his life.
Yeah. He got a lot of trauma for no reason. Yeah. He was just a chef living his life. His wife dies, and then later on someone steals his pig, and that dies.
And beats for no reason. To death, basically.
Unless he created the underground bum scene.
I'd be surprised if there was a line, though, where he's like, we created this, and I'd be like, oh, Nicolas Cage, no.
I mean, due to the fact that he's like, oh, everyone wouldn't be here kind of without you, I'm like, are you here because of him? And like, how do you know him?
But maybe when he left, the dude was like, oh, Nicolas Cage isn't here to tell me anything. I'm going to start a bum fighting ring.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
He's like, I'm going to use this underground fucking tunnel and beat up some homeless dudes.
It used to be a bunch of shops, but now I'm going to turn it into a fucking fighting.
Where they pay me in Monopoly money.
Actually, fuck fighting. Punching bagging.
You ain't lying. Punching bagging for sure.
All right, cinema scores. Would you rent it? No.
Nah.
Would you buy this movie physically?
No.
No.
Nah.
Would you buy it digitally?
No.
Nope.
No. Would you buy it in the $5 bin at Best Buy, Walmart, FYE, or Vudu?
Nope.
No.
No. Would you put this on in the background while people are over?
Nah.
I don't know anybody that would just like, if people are over, I don't think we're watching Pig.
It'd be kind of funny though, wouldn't it?
It'd be interesting.
Watching somebody who's never watched it before, knowing what's going to happen, and Nicolas Cage just gets fucking walloped, and they're like...
Well, could you imagine coming in and out of that movie? You'd be so confused.
But it'd be so funny.
What's going on?
It's like, all right, like, imagine explaining this movie
Dude,
to somebody.
But what if you made it into a drinking game, and every time someone says truffle, you have to take a shot?
And then every time someone says pig, you take a drink.
I mean, I'm kind of winning myself over here. I think I would put this on in the background when people are over.
But you could do that with any movie.
Yeah. Yeah, but the shock factor alone. You know what? No, I'm not backing down. I'm saying yes for this one. And would you recommend? Absolutely.
It's a good film.
Lukewarm recommendation.
I mean, there's a small select people I guess I would recommend it to, but I would recommend it to some people, I guess.
What would it take, Eric, for you to recommend this to somebody? What boxes would
I don't know. I think it's a little too weird for most people.
Weirder than other Nicolas Cage films, though?
Hey, but I feel like even Nic Cage fans might not even know this movie exists.
I don't know, man. Nic Cage fans, I feel like, do know. They might be the only people who know. Them and us.
I mean, I only knew about it because Nic Cage, so I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, ratings. I'm gonna go first since I think my rating is pretty well known. It'll be interesting to see what you guys say. I give this movie a 9.5. I don't fuck my pigs out of 10. I really do
Wow.
think this movie is amazing.
That's a strong notion. Like,
It's
Yeah.
there's
struck
only
in
a 0.5% chance you'll fuck a pig.
I mean, if I was the leader of Britain and the only way that I could make sure that the queen's daughter doesn't die is fucking a pig, I might have to fuck a pig. I'm not gonna lie.
You'd have to. It's your civic duty.
Call me a Black Mirror, but I'm gonna have
When
to.
are they
do what I
coming out with
gotta
the
do.
next season? I feel like it's been forever.
I hope they
dude.
don't because the last 2 seasons were dog shit. Go ahead.
But they only suck because they were also doing the movie. They were doing too much. Like,
Yeah.
they need to.
They were spread way too thin. They also might be out of ideas, but that's for a different podcast. Somebody else go.
I give it 7.5. Random ass holes in the wall that weren't patched. That's not up to code. Like, what the fuck's going on? Asbestos is coming through.
5.5.
7.5.
7.5. My bad. Okay, go on.
I'll give it 8 out of 10. Suey, piggy, pig, pigs.
Squeal like a piggy. Out of 10.
Hey, those pig squeals were little, you know.
It was a
too
real
much.
pig.
I didn't like the squeals, man.
It wasn't a real pig in the first shot when he like offers some food.
You
like
don't
through
think
the door.
so? I think
It looks CG.
No, dude.
It looked like a pig to me.
I think all of the shots of that pig were real.
I think one of them was fake.
You're gonna have to look it up.
I mean, they only have $4 million.
Yeah, they're gonna reconstruct the pig from scratch
It
with
just
$4
looks so
million
weird.
there.
I don't know. It
It
looked
could have been the
weird.
lighting and the way it was shot.
Yeah, it could have been the film that they shot it on.
I mean, they turned everything like a weird hue.
Yeah, the color grading I think could have also fucked it up. But no, I saw it and I was like, that's a real fucking pig, and it is really cute.
I mean, it's ugly, but I think pigs are ugly.
I kind of want a teacup pig, dude.
But you know they don't stay small, right?
Yeah.
They get like big as fuck.
Not teacup pigs.
Yeah, like that. I think that so people think teacup pigs stay small, but they really don't.
And you're gonna look dumb as hell when you find out that while micro pigs, also known as teacup pigs, are quite small when they're little, they mature to between 40 and 65 pounds. That's as big as Molly, bro.
That's big. Like it's not like it's 10 pounds.
Molly is not big.
But a pig?
Pigs are smarter than dogs. The pig might be more useful than Molly is.
Yeah, I mean, pigs also are more vicious, though. Like, if you fall in a pig pen, they'll literally eat you alive.
Those are wild pigs, dude.
This is
in a pig pen?
pig.
Why are wild pigs in a pig pen?
Because you're trying to capture them to cook them. But this is a teacup pig. These things love people. And I'm feeding it. It's not like I'm going to wake up.
All animals depend on the training, all right?
Yeah, but I'm not going to wake up in the middle of the night and the teacup pig is biting my toes off. You know what I mean?
You don't know that.
No, I do know that because none of my dogs have bitten me in my sleep. But commercial meat breeding pigs can get up to 800 pounds.
I mean, that makes sense.
There's those big boys.
But a teacup pig, 65 pounds, that's almost 40 pounds lighter than Tibbers.
Tibbers is a big dog.
That's what I'm saying, but you made it sound like it was going to get up to 800 pounds. 60,
No,
60 pounds is not big.
But no, people buy the teacup pigs and think they're going to stay, like, literally 10, 20, like, small, like, purse size.
No, I figured it would get, like, the size of a dog.
Oh,
I'd be okay with that.
Most people don't think that. Most people think they stay, like, purse size.
They dumb.
Dumb.
You'd have to give it, like, hormone blockers. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV for our review of Pig. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social medias at SoonerLaterTV. If you couldn't catch us on Twitch, don't worry. You can listen and watch us on a bunch of shit. Just look it up. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. Our episodes are recorded live on Sundays and uploaded. You can always find it on YouTube. That shit will always be uploaded on YouTube. Everything else,
no matter what.
Yeah, you can, no matter what, find it on YouTube.
Eventually, it's going to be there, and it's going to stay there.
Yeah. So tune in next week for our review of probably something on streaming. All right. We love you guys. Bye.
Bye.